Advice Evolution 2017 conference in Queenstown, St. Brent's Hotel. The agenda, I just want to give you a bit of a taster, and I mean, Christine's done a great job sending out some really cool videos leading up. But the 2017 conference is a really cool venue. Queenstown's a fantastic town, and I'll probably suggest that you all do a little bit of a stay afterwards, or come in a little bit before and check out some of the surrounding areas. Off to the west is Milford Sound and Doubtful Sound, and obviously to the north you've got Christchurch, which is a little bit unstable, but then you might head up to the Marlborough region up in the north of the South Island, and I particularly like it up there. And there's some cool stuff down to the south as well. I think there's a pretty cool chocolate factory down in down in the south. Look, day one on the Tuesday, roll on into Queenstown. The earlier you get there, you better, but you can cruise around there. We've got some really good shuttles from the airport, which you can get you in and get you into town nice and easily and cheaply. Then we have we're meeting we're going to wander into town. We'll either all meet up at the motel, but if you miss that, we're going to wander in for dinner at the Spites Ale House, which is on the just on the edge of the Queenstown Central. It's a pretty cool place. It's got Spites is a pretty cool brewery in New Zealand, and the Ale House is a really nice place to stand around and have a good meal and catch up with everybody, which is what we like to do on the first day of the conference. On the Wednesday morning, we start the conference special. So we start the conference, and there's a lot of workshop type things we're going to head for this year, so we can get people into smaller groups, and you can actually workshop with some of the sponsors as well as some of the board and the other people in Advice Evolution, because we want to get feedback from all of the advisors, not just the practice principals, and we don't really want anyone ambushing the whole show. We've got also got a spouses agenda too, so we thought that this program's probably not as cool for the spouses, and since there's plenty of them coming over, we thought we'd put on something a little bit more fun for the ladies, which will include a shopping tour, and also a trip over to Arrowtown on Thursday, which is a really, really nice little town. And I think that's on Thursday, but Christine will send out a separate agenda for the spouses. So on the Wednesday, obviously we'll have our all of our program as per normal, but we're probably going to try and make it a little bit lighter, so there's a little bit more free time and some chances for you to get down to and check out the sights of Queenstown. In the evening, we're heading to the World Bar, which is a really cool little pub in Queenstown. Got a really funky menu, and big wooden tables, and sometimes some live music and things. So it'll be it'll be a bit of fun. Thursday morning is again a group activity. We're going to head up on the gondola up to the top of the mountain, the Skyline. Skyline's a big, top of a gondola type thing at a ski resort, albeit they don't do much skiing there. It's but up there's also a luge, but they've got food, coffee shop, little tourist shops and that sort of thing. It's a pretty special view of Queenstown from up there, and the gondoline's pretty good fun. The gondola's pretty good fun. There's some bungee jumping up there for those that get off on that sort of stuff. But what we'll also be doing is we're going to have a bit of a burn around on the luge. Which I'm not sure if you have done a luge before, but they're pretty good fun, and we might even have a team's challenge on who can get some pretty cool times on the luge. But Thursday morning, then we'll drop down to back into Queenstown Central and have a coffee or whatever before we go back to work for a little while. That evening, we're going to got a nice little waterfront restaurant where we'll have dinner with a nice view and catch up with everybody again. Friday's obviously the AGM, and we're going to do we've got a little bit of time to do some workshops on how we can make the program better, and how we can make Advice Evolution better, and what we can do in the future. And I'll sort of be running down on all the standard AGM matters, and the distributions and what we do and how we deal with those. But that's where Grant sort of steps in. And we also have an election of board, and there, at this point in time, it looks like there'll be at least one board position vacant, and so that should be interesting. And that evening, we'll be having the Gala Awards dinner at the St. Moritz Hotel, so that's probably where we're staying. So look, and from there, what I suggest is it's going to be a pretty cool venue, and Queenstown, New Zealand, are pretty amazing. Get your tickets booked and get ready to get over there. But the agenda for the spouses and the overall agenda will be getting out reasonably soon. But I just have to confirm a couple of things with some of our sponsors. And again, with any of the sponsors, make sure that we do as much as we can to support those guys after the conference and leading up to the conference. And they're pretty keen to knock on your door. So when they do knock on your door and they're one of the sponsors of our conference, make sure you invite them in, have a cup of coffee, and see what they've got to say. Because the onus is onto them to deliver something to you, but the onus is on up to us to give them a good chance to do that. I look forward to catching up with everybody in Queenstown in October.